Coach, it is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle. We just heard it, and that means it's time for football at CenturyLink Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the Seattle Seahawks. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Get ready. Get ready.
2nd and 5. And right away, he lost the football. And the Patriots have it. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a 2-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. 2-hand. Oh, I get it. 2-hand monster. Both hands on the football, taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
50. Alabama, 380. 22 jet bombers. 22 jet bombers. Shoot. Check them set. Begin. Check 52. Set. Alert. 53
They'll run it here. This is James White. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8.
X3, 218, jump, rip.
Shotgun now for Brady. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick.
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. 20, 10, 5. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tevin Coleman, 95 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
This is fielded at the goal line.
Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Let's go, let's bring it. Let me go.
Throwing on 2nd down. Brady. Open man is Myers. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Hey, shoot. Go bandit.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Now it's Tate.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
At their own 27-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Well, that didn't take long. 1 play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They'll set up a throw, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Devin McCourty picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a 1st down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, and they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Hey, 66.
To throw is Brady. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Brady. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. He's had it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. It's caught by Coleman. Call it a gain of 5. And it'll be a second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. On second down, it's Coleman. And he's got this down to the 35. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Coleman. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Here we go on 2nd and 12. This is Coleman with a grab. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
On play action, they'll throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jason McCourty, a safety blitz and a sack.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking, but to me it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is. That would have been from way downtown. Pretty big roll of the dice, and he comes up a bit short.
Yeah, you knew when you saw the holder setting up on the other side of the 50 that this was going to be a long shot. But to me, there's really no loss here because you've shown confidence in him. Kicking it from a long distance, that'll pay dividends. And the miss, you can shake that one off. He wasn't likely to make it in the first place.
Check right 54. Right 54. No change. Right there. 72.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Check. 72. Hey, box drop. Like 5-4. Let's go, baby. Turn up. Get that ball.
On first down, Brady. That's caught by the tight end, Lacoste. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. He's got Lacoste, his tight end, and able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. N'Keal Harry, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Gostkowski the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. They're going to look to throw. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Lamb. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Back to throw here. He goes full extension, and he's got it. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 21. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. John Simon in on the stop. Here's a 2nd and 7. This one complete to Coleman. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figured.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Tevin Coleman, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 14-7.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Check it. 56 to Mike. Hey, team 6. Team 6. Let's go on. No, 66. Watch it.
Here's Brady to throw. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Now a play fake here on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a short return to the 6-yard line. The CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Shaquille Griffin in on the stop defensively. On second down, it's White. Brings it just past the 15, able to avoid the initial contact, but not much more there on the play. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michelle. Big hold to the 30. And a cut to the sideline. And finally brought down at the 43. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Keeping it on the ground on first, Michelle. Well, the ball is out. Michelle lost it, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Calling about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Now back to throw. And Tate's got it. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
There he goes, left side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tevin Coleman on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken very short. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now, under 100 yards of total offense. From the 30 on second down, Brady. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Brad McDougal. And his guys have got it. Back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think
At the 21-yard line.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Hey, check it. Hey, Alpha.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brady. And this one brought in by Sanu. That one good for 26 and a first down.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there?
Yeah.
Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing, he was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
Brady's throw there complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
56 to Mike. 56 to Mike.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. The tight end Lacoste here out on the right side. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Brady gives to Michelle. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And they will run it with Michelle. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Joe Bandit. Check 13. Check 13. Ball 50.
They'll try to run this one in. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Man, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
They'll try to run it in. Michelle. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. 4th down now after a loss of 2. They're running it. It's Michelle. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriots score. Sony Michel, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They begin the drive with Coleman. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 24.
2nd and 9 now. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down. This quarterback now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Coleman now. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
The tackle made by Stephon Gilmore. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice, able to get a hand in and tip it away.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that...
And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. A big-time run there by Sony Michel. 51 yards on the ground. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Now Michel, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here.
Wait, 20, 72, 5. Go. Mine's 56. Mine's 56. Check it, reload. Check. Slip. Hey, Alabama. Rip.
Now on 2nd and 13, Brady. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Jump. 72. Check three. Motion.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Got a man open. That's Harry. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. And the 6-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
Switch. You draw quarter. 72.
Now Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Michael Kendricks coming in to drop him. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter. New England on 3rd down. Lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Now Brady. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. N'Keal Harry with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And when you've already thrown 2 interceptions, you got to take extra special care of the football because that one could very easily have been a 3rd.
Yeah, off balance, pressure coming. Probably just has to stick that one in his pocket, right?
He does. I just think that when he's in a rut like this, I think this happens to a lot of quarterbacks, they try and overcome it by making big-time throws.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Gostkowski with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Well, we'll see if they can do it here. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Flushed out right. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. A gain there of 21 yards.
It must be something about the night air because he is putting on an absolute show under the light.
Yeah, we've established anything in his vicinity, he's grabbing it. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Switch up, switch up.
They will run again with Coleman. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd down and 12. He'll look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Deron Harmon right there on the coverage.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 1st down, Seattle, 16 yards the game there. On 1st down, Coleman. Oh, no, he lost the football. About 3 yards there to the 27. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll drop the throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. This will be caught inside the 10. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. 2nd and 4. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's got it. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone. And with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think the thought process going into it is, hey, if you have to be methodical, go ahead and do that. But what you really want are a couple of big plays. Eat up chunks of yardage and cut down the number of times you have to snap the football.
Recon, 132 fighter. He's coming, double up. When he hit. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Come to my world. We want it. Come to my world. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, turn up. Hey, 66.
On second down, Michelle. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
A gain of 4 yards. First down, New England.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
Watch out. Hey, 66.
First down, here's White. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Watch safety creep. Regular. Check three. Pick the edge. Come. 72.
Opting to run again here with White. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game.
Wide, 80. Check 56. I got you, boy. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Hey, check it. Kill. Shoot. Check 37. Ozzy.
Back to throw, Brady. Got his man, that's Harry. And he's out right at the 25. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They'll run on 1st down. It's White. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They keep it on the ground. White again. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10.
Save. Let's go on. No, 66. We got 36. 36. 6 guys. What do you hit?
On 3rd down, a run from White. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. On the return, it's Tate. He'll be hard-pressed to match that one. That a 65-yard punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit 000. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at it from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that, but also you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it. Maybe you bring a little extra pressure to make sure he gets rid of it quicker.
A little bit of a cat and mouse game. We'll see if they bring that pressure. Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the fourth quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
They will definitely feel like that because when you have a lead in the fourth quarter, all you talk about doing is finishing and closing a game out. But when you flip it over, how about that? Making the comeback and then finishing the game, sealing it on defense.